share it with other people and make it, you know, what I've found is that a lot of the thoughts and the shame and the guilt and the feelings that I have, when I share it with somebody else, they go, oh my God, I feel like that too. And then we kind of go, that's really silly. That's not that's not who you are.
And we're humans.
Exactly. And
that's why we're here, to make mistakes and then
absolutely make mistakes, to learn, to grow, to do all that, to be able to share it with others. And, you know, I think part of that shame is that we feel so bad about the things that we think about ourselves, or the things that we, you know, think of ourselves to be true, that we're so afraid to share it with someone else for fear of what they'll think of us, that we keep it in, and therefore that shame and that guilt and, you know, whatever grows and grows and grows. And the second that you sort of pop that balloon and share it with somebody else and go, you know, this is how I feel about myself, and somebody else says, yeah, I get that, you know, I feel like that too, or this is what I think sometimes, or, you know, here's how I deal with it. You know, it sort of lets all the air out of that balloon, and it no longer kind of grows and holds us prisoner by what we think. We realize that, you know, it isn't true. It's, you know, we build up these things in our head to sort of keep ourselves where we're at, instead of letting ourselves grow and get bigger.
Yes, out of fear.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, I was ruled by, you know, 1,000 forms of fear for a long time in my life, and you know,
which I find amazing, because you were already, you know, so successful by age 5, or
right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
So where does that fear come from?
I don't know. I mean, I think for me it was just, you know,
Did you feel you got lucky?
I felt I got lucky, that it wouldn't happen again. That I feared that I somehow just wasn't good enough. That I, you know, afraid that I would lose it. Afraid that I would get it. Afraid, you know. I mean, it doesn't matter what's going on in my life. I can find something to be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
everyone can.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I've realized that I have 2 choices in my life. I either have fear or I have faith. And, you know, if I have faith that I'm okay, and that I'm on the right path, and that, you know, things are unfolding exactly how they're supposed to be, then I'm fine. Then I have nothing to be afraid of. You know, it's those moments when I lose that faith and that security and that sort of groundedness that I start thinking that everything's going to fall apart. And that, you know, the Chicken Little, the sky is falling, you know, everything's going to go terribly wrong, when in fact, you know, all that's changed is my perception. All that's changed is what I'm focusing myself on. And when I kind of redirect my focus and sort of take a minute, meditate, get back to my centered self, you know, it's a much different experience, and I can view the world in a completely different way, when nothing on the outside has changed. You know, I've realized, like, I can go throughout my day, the first half of the day I can just be terrified, and then I kind of have my moment, get grounded, and I go, okay, I can't do this. Nothing else has changed except where I'm viewing the world from, and then everything's fine, you know. And
yes.
I kind of go, oh, well, this is so silly. You know, I'm putting all of these fears out there, and that's all I'm seeing back, instead of, you know, trusting the process and looking at, you know, for all of the good things. And, you know, I can find those just as easily as I can find the things to be